was ongoing fighting in Amhara region between Tigray Defense Force and Amhara Forces. Ethiopian National Defense Forces seems to have entered an important phase. We can call it a decisive phase too, viewers, because fighting is now going on near some strategic cities like Vuldia, Lalibela and Gashina. All these places are in North Wallo zone. Amhara forces, Ethiopian National Defense Forces, which were fighting in South Gondar near Debre Tabor a couple of weeks ago. Now they have managed to push TDF from South Gondar into North Wallo, and fighting is now underway close to strategic places in North Wallo zone. Because a Tigray Defense Force, when it suffered losses on Debre Tabor front, after that we are seeing that it is under pressure on other fronts too. Losses suffered on Debre Tabor front had a dominoes effect, viewers. TDF had covered a distance of 140 kilometers from Gashina to Debre Tabor. It was about to enter the outskirts of Debre Tabor. We saw pictures of TDF fighters in Ghase, just a few kilometers away from Debre Tabor. It withdrew from Ghase, from Kamid Denge, from Nifas Micha, from Debre Zabit, from Filakat, from Agrit. Now fighting is going on near Gashina. Though Amhara news sources are claiming that Gashina has been retaken by Amhara forces and Vuldia as well, but we don't have any confirmation that Gashina or Vuldia are under ENDF or Amhara control. What we have confirmed is that fighting is now going on very close to these strategic places. The losses which TDF suffered on Debre Tabor front, they had their impact on other fronts too. TDF tried to make up for these losses by opening a new front, Gondar front. Not a new front, but TDF planned something big on this front. TDF tried to cut off Debark road. It tried to take control of the two roads which link Gondar with Western Tigray, Gondar Humera Road, Gondar Debark Road. Then reportedly fighters from Sudan also entered Amhara region. Kimat militia members were part of this plan as well. We saw fighting in Shinfa, in other places close to Gondar, where Kimat militia members and TDF fighters tried to advance towards Sudan-Amhara border. Again, this offensive by Tigray Defense Force and Kimat militia members could not produce desired results. Though officially Tigray Defence Force spokesperson has not issued any statement about this front, but we have no reports so far that TDF is in control of strategic places on this front now, Gondar front. So TDF suffered losses on Debre Tabor front. It suffered losses on Gondar front too. Now it's under pressure near Vuldia, Tassi, because Amhara forces, ENDF, they have now entered North Wallo. Now fighting is underway in North Wallo. And today we heard from afar that Iva Wareda has been retaken by Afar forces too. Because when Mekele came under the control of Tigray Defense Force in the last week of June, after that TDF moved towards Western Tigray. It could not penetrate, so it decided to advance towards Southern Tigray, Koram Alamata. It took Koram and Alamata. Instead of consolidating its control of Koram and Alamata, TDF decided to advance in eastern direction into Afar region, in western direction in Amhara region. In afar, it took control of Bialo, Gulina, Ora, Eva. It was trying to move towards Ethiopia-Djibouti road. Counter-offensive was launched by ENDF. TDF had to retreat. Now it's in control of 2 or 3 waradas in Afar. The same thing happened in Amhara too. TDF took control of some areas in Waghimra, in Volo, Kobo, Robit, Voldia. From Voldia, it took a bold decision, an important decision, that it decided to move in western direction towards Gashina, towards Gondar, towards Debre Tabor. Here on Gondar front, near Debre Tabor, when TDF was deep into Amhara region, Ethiopian National Defense Force, Amhara forces, launched counter-offensive by cutting off TDF's supply lines in the back. Since then, TDF has been withdrawing from some places in Amhara region. What will TDF do now? Will it keep on hitting the areas inside Afar Amhara? Will it keep on trying to advance into these regions? Or will it focus on Western Tigray? The main demand of Tigray Defense Force is that Amhara forces, Eritreans, ENDF withdraw from Western Tigray, from Volkaya, Thumera, Sagade, but these forces are not withdrawing. So instead of launching a major offensive on Western Tigray, TDF decided to put pressure on Afar Amhara regions by launching attacks in these regions. Now, I can safely say that Tigray Defense Force is under pressure on some fronts in Amhara region. What will it do? It remains to be seen. Will it retreat towards Tigray and move towards Western Tigray? Or will it try to continue its military presence in Afar, in Amhara, and it will open new fronts in the form of guerrilla style tactics? That remains to be seen. So that is why I'm saying that this war has now entered a decisive phase. We could see a change of strategy on TDF's part in coming days. Ethiopian National Defense Force, Amhara forces, they let TDF come deep into Amhara, then they cut off TDF in the back. This strategy has been working. It is working. Now let's see how TDF counters this strategy adopted by ENDF and Amhara forces. Thank you for watching.